Let's see here. What are some things that appealed to you the most once you arrived on Earth and started learning more about human culture?
Say this again. Beds.
Uh,
Okay, there we go. After that,
yeah,
wait.
the okay. Besides beds, I mean, like, what else like appealed to you
Okay, I'm just
about their
gonna give.
culture at least, or something like that?
So I'm gonna give like an example for each category, like video game, and I'll talk about books,
Okay,
literature.
sure.
I'll talk about music. So let me do it by category. So for video games, since this is the main focus of the channel, I really love survival games. It's not really. It's a niche. It's a niche gaming genre, at least from what I see. Okay, not a
Definitely,
lot of people with.
we've played some Zomboid fairly recently, actually, which is considered a very difficult survival game by some standards.
Yes, and I really love it because as somebody who grew up isolated from their own home planet, you know, it, it's not new to me. Feeling isolated, like the ones in stranded deep, the forest,
Yeah,
Magic Zomboid. That feels like you feel like you're isolated because everybody is now zombies and you're the only one alive, quote unquote. So it feels like you're living the same experience, but in a fun way because the materials are available to you. You can be creative with your lifestyle. As for me, when I was in Milka Planet, I did not have that. I only have to be obedient. And here in Earth, it's also the same. I have to be obedient to the Space Force, or else, they would trap me again into quarantine, then fail again. It's a clown show, but
it
I
happens.
really
Yeah.
love I really love the creativity that I can do with survival games. Even if there's no base building, like in the Long Dark, it's still so fun because you're living life differently. Because others, let's be honest, a lot of us are pretty
Boring.
comfortable.
Oh yeah,
Comfortable.
that also works. Yeah.
No. Comfortable. Okay.
Comfortable. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Some people have jobs. Some people live student lives. Survival games, you don't have that. You don't think about school. You think about living every day. And I love the aspect about it because it feels like time is precious. You have to do this before sundown or else monsters will come out. You have to be like you need to analyze how many things that you need to get done for the day, or else you won't have enough food, you won't have enough drinks, or the place that you want to go to will be cut off because there's a zombie invasion or something like that. So that's one of the aspects that I like.
I think
For literature.
before you move to the literature, to
Mhm.
add on to what you said earlier about survival games, I think
Yeah,
a very good comparison to draw onto this is the game Sims, if you've heard of it.
I heard of Sims. Very
It's
good.
basically a human life simulator, but a survival game is very close to, well, at least some survival games I've played a couple like Subnautica, I've played Minecraft, I've played Sims, and I played Zomboid, obviously. But
Mhm.
adding on to this is that those games share many examples with Sims, except for the fact that Sims is a very, well, as you said, comfortable life kind of game, wherein
Yes,
just
it is.
everyday things just happen. But the games that we've played, which are survival games, are basically that, but not comfortable.
It's not.
You're still working every day, but you're working fighting zombies, fighting sharks in the water, fighting fighting other
Yeah,
creatures that
it's
can eat you. But you're,
basically what I'm.
yeah,
Basically, Sims feels like you're watching somebody else's life.
Yeah.
And for survival games, you're the life.
Okay,
that's what it
that
feels
also
like.
works. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Plus, you have even though both have their own freedoms, it's just that The Sims doesn't feel as adventurous as the other games. Not to say it's a bad game. It's just not a type of game that we'd play because we want to play a type of game that is more. Wait, no, that's less comfortable.
Mhm.
Something that's
That's com-
actually like more of a struggle. To say that Sims isn't a struggle. I've tried to play Sims like legitimately and I could not do it. I had to play it with cheats on because I did not want to be an everyday salaryman.
yes. Basically, we are attracted to other kind of life sim. There we go.
Yeah, definitely. We want a different kind of life simulator. A life in an apocalypse, a life in a stranded island or a planet, those kinds of things.
Yep. Something, yeah, something like that. I mean, I did play The Sims. I can see the
Oh,
appeal.
me too, yeah.
Really, I know it can be fun, but you know, as as a survivalist junkie, mm, I
I'd
love
rather,
the
yeah, we'd both rather just play something else.
and that's fine.
Also, I'm
Right.
pretty yeah, your space filter just died, I think.